So guys, here with me is Nick, and he is the grocery manager at Woolworths Northgate. So firstly, let's start with the introduction section. So let me introduce myself first. My name is Priraksha, and I'm an international student. I came here for my higher education in the field of IT, and I study at University of South Australia. So can you please introduce yourself, Nick?
Hi, my name is Nick. As Prerak mentioned, I'm the grocery manager at Woolworths Northgate. I've been with the company for about 7 years and have had a lot of experience in different stores and working with people from diverse cultural backgrounds. So,
Yeah. So it's like great. You have been working like since 7 years with Woolworths Group,
yeah,
and
it's been quite a while.
so this video conference is all about like our assignment, and we are like in a group of three right now. And like in this assignment, we have some basic questions that we need to ask you. And yeah, it's like we chose the topic about like how diversity can become a strength to an organization. And so let me start with a brief discussion about diversity first. So, first of all, what diversity like? Diversity, sometimes we can see this, like, for example, like age diversity, gender diversity, skin color, like physical abilities. And sometimes we cannot see it in the form, or for example, religious values, beliefs, personality, and yeah, much more. So, in a whole, diversity encompasses acceptance and respect. It means understanding that each individual is unique and understanding each other and appreciating people differences regards of their origins, uh, age, gender, and much more. Yeah. So to write our general article on Woolworths, we are finding answers to some questions, and we hope we can get it from you. Um, so can we ask some diversity related questions to Unique?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So my first question to you is, how do you define diversity in context of Woolworths?
Okay, so I would say that diversity means to give everyone a fair opportunity and a safe place to work, regardless of their age, gender, or cultural differences.
Okay. So yes, as you said, giving fair opportunities to people will somehow benefit to the organization as well. Like as employees of the organization will uh, try to tell anyone outside of the organization, and yeah, it directly relates to the company's reputation as well. Um, and yeah, in this case, the reputation of the company goes high if they tell something good about the company. So yeah, definitely, like giving fair opportunities to employees, it will foster the workplace as well as the organization and become a strength to an organization. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So my second question to you, Nick, is what are some benefits or advantages of having diverse workforce or team?
Yeah, so one of the benefits of diversity that I see on a daily basis is the opportunity to work and communicate with people that have had vastly different experiences and backgrounds, particularly from myself, because I've grown up in Australia. I haven't really traveled overseas, so it's a way to interact with people from different cultures and get different perspectives on issues and stuff like that. Um, so this creates different talking points that can enhance my interpersonal communication on an individual basis with each team member, where we're able to learn from one another and develop a closer working relationship with different members of our teams.
Yep. 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 So like benefits, like people who are like adults than us have greater experience than us, and learning they how do they work will like uh, help us in learning all these things. Their experience says everything, and yeah, definitely like we implement those things in the work as well. Like yeah, and the work as well. Yeah, definitely like it will somehow some or how will like having a diverse benefits like having a diverse workforce. Yes. So the third question to you, Nick, is how do you how does diversity contribute to innovation and problem solving within Woolworths? This is my third question.
Yeah, so I briefly touched on this one in the last question as well, but everyone has different experiences, which creates different perspectives and different approaches to problem solving. For example, a team member may be able to identify a better way to approach a task because of different practices in their culture or differing circumstances in how they grew up or where they grew up. And this cultural diversity is very valuable in the workplace.
Oh, so definitely, yeah. Different culture backgrounds like brings different educational backgrounds as well as work experiences, as well as technical skills. Like it provides a broader pool of resources for problem solving as well as like decision making, like both. Yeah. So my fourth question to you, Nick, is how does the organization promote and ensure equal opportunities for all employees?
Okay, so in terms of opportunities for internal employees, so when a position does come up, applicants are, well, team members are encouraged to apply for those roles that are advertised at various stores. And then the suitable candidates are asked to attend an interview, and then the best person for the role is picked. So there's no prejudice or, I guess, predisposition towards picking one candidate over another. The roles simply go to whoever is best suited for the role. And then where a team member has expressed interest in learning and moving up within the supermarket chain, they're able to apply for the SLP program, which is the Store Leadership Pathway program. This takes a team member through training modules as well as gets them into some on-the-job training, which will help them grow towards their next role. And Woolworths encourages all team members to apply who are seeking career progression within the company.
So in short, like the whole selection process is the same, whether it be a male or gender or female, older or younger. And if they are selected, they will be like trained as per the conditions of the organization, like with equity and fairness as well. Yeah, that's a great thing. Like, yeah. So my fifth question to you, Nick, is how does the organization handle instances of discrimination or bias in the workplace?
So Woolworths has a zero tolerance policy towards harassment and discrimination for both team members and customers. So where a team member breaches the code of conduct, there will be an investigation and potentially disciplinary action taken against the team member, and the consequences will be based on the severity of the breach of the code of conduct. Where customers physically or verbally abuse our team members or another customer, they'll be asked to leave, and in extreme circumstances, the police will be called to escort them off of the property.
So like every company, like, yeah, definitely, like every company has to have these policies when people in the organization are treated unfairly or feels discriminated as per their characteristics, maybe for such as like gender, age, or maybe race. Yeah, it's like, yeah, the policies of Woolworths are like really great, and definitely it will be like helpful to our article for writing all the stuffs. So my sixth question is what steps does organization take to attract and hire a diverse range of candidates?
So Woolworths uses a program called Predictive Hire, where stores will communicate what they need in terms of candidates. They'll communicate that to HR regarding required skills or availability. HR will then screen the candidates and provide a short list of suitable candidates for the stores that meet the store's needs. And this process eliminates a lot of the bias and discrimination that may pop up through traditional hiring methods, such as walk-in candidates and stuff like that. And it provides everyone with an equal chance of gaining employment with the business.
Oh, so yes, Nick. So it's like definitely a great process for hiring and all this stuff, and definitely it will be like so helpful for us to get this all things written in the article as well. We really appreciate the process, how the ongoing or work is going on, and yeah, definitely it will be like helpful, very helpful. So my seventh question to you, Nick, is like what specific actions or initiatives have the organization taken to foster a diverse and inclusive work environment?
Yeah, so Woolworths loves cultural holidays and celebrates a lot of different cultural and religious events. And it will also tailor a range of non-standard products, things that we don't range all the time, to cater to the needs of the particular event. So when these events occur, some of the products will also be placed in the team room to help our team members celebrate the events and share their experiences, stories with other team as well. So it's very, very inclusive sort of way of celebrating cultural holidays for everyone, and just a chance to educate them on different cultures and religions.
Means by offering products that are relevant to specific culture or religious celebrations, Woolworths acknowledges and respects the diversity of their employees. As well as additionally, Woolworths shows its appreciation for culture and religious holidays by placing some of these special products in the team room as well. That's a really good point to note about Woolworths Group. So my eighth question to you, Nick, is how do you ensure that diversity or diverse voices are heard and valued within your workforce?
So probably the best way that all voices are heard equally is every 3 months, each team member is invited to complete a voice the team survey. So the survey is confidential and doesn't ask any questions about the person's age, gender, or cultural background or anything of that nature. It's purely related to the work and the business. So because it's all confidential, the voice is heard equally, regardless of who the voice actually comes from.
Okay, it's like a surveys and feedbacks where every member within the organization has to tell something about the company and the organization, and their
Yeah.
surveys and feedbacks are taken very seriously and implemented within a short period of time as well. So yeah, it's once again a great point to note about Woolworths Group. Yeah. So my ninth question is, how do you educate and train employees to foster an inclusive and diverse workplace culture? Nick.
So it's largely developed by leading by example. So Woolworths has three core values for our team to follow, being I care deeply, I listen and learn, and I always do the right thing. So our teams primarily learn from watching how we interact with other team members and customers. And by displaying these qualities ourselves, our team will also learn to display these qualities and create a more inclusive workplace and environment for everyone, both team and customers alike.
So, as you said, there are three core values of Woolworths. I deeply care, I listen and learn, and as well as I always do the right thing. So, firstly, the I deeply care thing. It's like we care for the employees, right? Like customers as well as employees. The second thing is like listening and learning, as you mentioned, like listening, like actively listening to someone and try to learn from him, or like maybe she is like she or he, maybe he or she. Yeah. And the third thing is always do the right things, like it's about integrity, like fairness, honesty, and it should be maintained in the workplace as well. Oh, and that's a good, it's also a good point to note about. So what role does leadership, my last question is, what role does leadership play in promoting and embracing diversity as a strength?
So once again, it's about leading by example. So by respecting everyone's cultural and religious beliefs and creating a safe workplace for everyone, our teams will be happier, more engaged, more productive, and they will want to stick around and continue to work for Woolworths. It'll just make it a better place to work for everyone and a better place for our customers to shop as well.
Okay, in short, like giving equal opportunities as well as like giving uh, or feeling valued to employees is one of the thing that is like Woolworths is giving us, or you are providing to our members. Is That's also a great thing to note down in our article. So yes, Nick, can you tell about Woolworths a little bit? Uh, Not, uh, uh, yeah, a little bit. Woolworths you have been working over there for 7 minutes?
Yeah, so Woolworths is one of the largest employers in Australia, with more than 1,000 locations across the country, and they operate in every state and including New Zealand overseas as well. So it's very, very, very large organization, and because of this, we do employ people of various different nationalities, as well as people from different religious backgrounds, people of all ages as well. So it is a very, very inclusive environment for everyone, from our store teams to our corporate team. The whole way through the chain, everyone is included, and yeah, we are all working together towards one goal.
Okay, and just last question, Nick. Can you share experience about diversity in Woolworths? Some experience, like gender, maybe we have like you maybe having like peoples of different ages and different genders as well. So yeah, how can like it will be like, yeah, somewhat about things.
Sorry, my own experiences.
Yeah.
So every store that I've worked at has had many people from diverse backgrounds, and it's always really really interesting to talk to those people. For example, we had my customer service manager at my previous store. He was African, but he was learning to speak Greek, so that was a big talking point for me, because I speak only a little bit, but I do speak a little bit of some other languages. So it was a very, very interesting talking point. We talked about cultural heritage a lot as well, and also yeah, I guess that's pretty much it.
And as you said, it was African, and he was trying to speak in Greek.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely, it will like.
Yeah, he also had a few of his team also spoke Greek, so they'd have conversations to practice their language skills together, which was really good to see.
Teaching, yeah. So, uh, like, yeah, it's a good thing to hear about organization as well as you as a leader. And 7 years you have been experienced with your leadership skills. You have seen this diversity all around the 7 years, and it's a great to see these things and hear these things from you. It's a great thing. And Nick, once again, it's like a very grateful thing that you are here with us and experience sharing the knowledge of organizations. And thank you so much for being here and presenting yourself.
No, that's okay. Thank you for having me along.
Yeah. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you.